Code of the Duelist was released on August 4th, 2017. This set introduced not only a handful of new archetypes that were competitively viable, a new Master Rule in Master Rule 4, but also an entirely new summoning mechanic in Link monsters. In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about to change forever. In just a few short days, an individual card will be printed that will change the landscape of Yu-Gi-Oh! For years. The gummy Board Wars Battle Cruiser Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Duelist Alliance and beyond is now a thing of the past. Very shortly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Will become a balls-to-the-wall combo fest, where the die roll matters and not a lot else. Formats will be defined by cards like Firewall Dragon, Topologic Gumblar Dragon, and of course, Summon Sorceress. And that all starts next week, when Spyral Double Helix is released. It's such a momentous occasion that we thought we should probably spend at least one more episode in the format that preceded it. Once again, I am repping Pendulum Magician. This list comes from YCS Guadalajara. It took place on October 9th of 2017, and I am playing the first place list, which looks strikingly familiar. In fact, this is just 2 or 3 cards off of Jeff Jones' list, which I was playing last episode. Thankfully, this one has a decode talker, so maybe I'll be able to make something happen with regards to the extra monster zone. The short of it is, this format was functionally solved. At these events, a majority, if not an overwhelming majority of top cuts were frequently Pendulum Magician. All that was about to change, but for the moment, people felt okay about the format. Yes, this deck is powerful, and yes, it sets up a ton of recursive bodies, but no, it's not undefeatable. There's a lot of decks that can go over the top, like Trickstar, and a lot of decks that can go toe-to-toe with it. Alex is going to be playing a very familiar deck, a deck that had a smattering of tops around this weekend and would creep around the corner to become the deck it was always destined to be. But I'll let him talk about that. For now, I'll just give you a quick once-over of what we're playing in this deck once again. 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring and 1 Maxi. Again, we do not have many cards that are not Pendulums because we need to draw a critical mass. 2 copies of Astrograph Sorcerer, 2 Black Fang Magician, 3 Double Iris Magician, 3 Harmonizing Magician, and Oath Dragon Magician, 2 Perform Pal Pendulum Sorcerer, 3 Perform Pal Skullcrobat Joker, 3 Purple Poison Magician, the 1 White Wing Magician, which I believe was not in the last list, 3 Wisdom Eye Magician, 3 Duelist Alliance, Pendulum Call, Triple Pot of Desires, Star Pendulum Graph, 3 Wavering Eyes, and 2 Time Pendulum Graph in the side. Instead of 2 Zaphion, 3 Danko Sekka, we have 2 Danko Sekka, 3 Zaphion. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 3 System Down, 3-Dimensional Barrier, and a new innovation, Pendulum Hole for the mirror. This card has Pendulum in the name, so theoretically you can search it. In the extra deck, we've of course got SDSK, Beals of the Diabolic Dragons, Enlightenment Paladin, Ignister Prominence, double Psyframe Lord Omega, and thank goodness for this, just a wonderful card to get its ass out of the EMZ. 1 Supreme King Dragon Clear Wing, Abyss Dweller, Cairn Gorgon, Utopia, Utopia the Lightning, SKDDR, Time Star Magician, Tornado Dragon, and Decode Talker. So with that, here's Alex.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the verge of yet another one of Yu-Gi-Oh's almost potential Tier 0 formats. It only lasted for a couple of events, thankfully. And Spyral is a deck that has been out for quite some time. I believe the cards actually came out all the way back when Zoo first debuted. Raging Tempest? Damn, is that right? In any case, it's an archetype that has been around. It's an archetype that, in its initial few waves of support, some people saw some moderate success with it. They were playing some sort of synchro builds because obviously since the Spyral cards are Earth, they have like the access for Nat Beast, which is pretty good at a competitive level, and would be able to do some other things. Like the Spyral cards inherently themselves aren't too bad. They were just always missing the tools to really allow them to be able to compete. But at YCS Guadalajara specifically, right before the release of Circuit Break and Spyral Double Helix, this is one of the few Spyral decks that has actually had competitive tops prior to that. And so I think we would be remiss if if we did not show off Spyral and what it looked like prior to the release of Double Helix, and just how transformative of a card that was for the deck. So introducing Spyral, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's shocking that it took us this long to actually show this deck off, but it doesn't really have much success until Double Helix is released, and that's because Double Helix is really the card that just takes this deck over the top. So let's do the card by card. We have Gofu, just because it's just nice for going first or second. Gofu's always played in so many decks around this time just because it enables so many different things. It enables synchro plays, link plays, allows you to go first, go second. Like, there's just so many benefits that Gofu offers, and until it gets limited, people are going to be playing it a lot. Glow Bulb's a nice card because, like, this plus Agent makes Nappies. That's pretty good. Maxi's limited, and then we have the Spyral cards themselves. So I'm going to start with Agent because the deck sort of revolves around him. Agent says if it's in your hand, you can declare one card type, either monster, spell, or trap, and reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. And if you do, special summon that card if it's that card type. So for instance, you call monster. If they reveal a monster, you special it. If not, Agent just stays in your hand. Then when it's special summoned by the effect of a Spyral card, you get to pop a spell or trap your opponent controls. So you can't pop like your own stuff. But you can only use both effects once per turn. That's totally fine. His stat line's good. He's a warrior, so he's searchable with Rhoda. He's 1900 attack. He's searchable through a myriad of other ways as well, but the whole deck sort of centralizes around him. Then we have Spyral Gear Drone. So you might be thinking, okay, well, how can I guarantee what's on the top of my opponent's deck for me to special summon this? Well, you can think about what decks are playing at this time. If you're playing like Paleo, for instance, calling Trap is pretty likely to hit, but Spyral Gear Drone obviously fixes that problem. On normal or special, you can look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck and place them on top of the deck in any order. It's nice too because you get to stack your opponent's deck and give them the worst cards, so you effectively blank their draw, which is disgusting. You can also Tribute Drone to give Agent 500 attack for each card your opponent controls, which can come up sometimes. It's a very seldom used effect, but it's sometimes relevant. And its third effect actually is you can banish it and another Spyral card, target a Spyral Super Agent in your graveyard, and add it to your hand. So you get recursion, and again, the deck sort of centralizes around this, so it allows you to keep getting it back. Next up is Last Resort. Last Resort is an equip card of sorts where you can actually equip it to a Spyral monster, and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Your opponent can't target it with card effects. And once per turn, if it's equipped, you can send another card you control to the graveyard, and that monster can attack directly. And that effect does actually come up. Master Plan is a card that initially only saw play at 1 just because there was not a lot you could do with it initially, and Spyral Double Helix fixes that immensely. But Master Plan's nice because on once per turn, you can add a Spyral mission from deck to hand, and that's a soft once per turn, and that becomes very relevant in later iterations of Spyral. And if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, and this is the most important effect for now, I will say, you can add a Spyral Resort and a Spyral Monster from your deck to your hand. So you get 2 cards off of this effect, which is insane. That is a hard once per turn, but honestly, the fact you get to search the field spell and any monster is just nuts. Then we have Quick Fix. Quick Fix is kind of the card that has a lot of hype around it. On normal or special, you can add a Spyral Gear card from your deck to your hand, and if it's in the graveyard while you control Agent, you can discard any card, special summon it, but banish it if it leaves the field. So this guy is very abusable. It's also a machine with 500 attack, so machine duplication is relevant here. You can also machine dupe the drone, but this deck's only opting to play 1. That changes later on. And then we have what's the boss monster of the deck, Spyral Sleeper. A lot of people who know this deck know this guy because, oh boy, this guy a disaster. So you summon it by like a BLS where you have to banish 3 Spyral cards. It's nice because it's any Spyral cards, not just monsters specifically. But once per turn, during either player's turn, you can target a Spyral card you control, and up to 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. What's nice is that if you equip Sleeper with Last Resort, you can target itself with its own effect, and you literally just get to pop 2 cards on the field for free every single turn, both you and your opponents. So if you're able to get that setup, which it's not that hard to do most of the time, it either means turn 1, your opponent is just going to be able to not do a whole lot because you can pop 2 cards, but then going second, you can OTK them because you're going to have a huge 2800 attacker that can also clear 2 cards as well. It's really not hard to get to an OTK in this deck, especially with stuff like Decode Talker. That's it for the monsters, though. The spells, Foolish Burial, we want to get stuff like, you know, Bulb or Quick Fix into the graveyard. Foolish Burial Goods is neat because you can dump these Spyral mission cards, both Assault and Rescue. Assault, when you banish it from the grave, you can specially Spyral from your hand, and Rescue, when it's banished from the graveyard, and its quick effect, because it's a trap, you can revive a Spyral monster from your graveyard. So that's pretty cool. Then we have Double Instant Fusion for the best monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sea Monster of Theseus. This is nice because it allows us to go into Coral Dragon with any of our 1s, and like this is just an okay card for this time. Machine Dupe's insane. 1-for-1's insane. Big Red is a Monster Reborn. That's an equip spell and makes it so the monster can't be killed by battle. This is searchable with Quick Fix. And Fully Armed, I gotta be honest, this might be the only time I've ever seen Fully Armed in a Spyral deck that is topped, but it's very funny. You equip it to a Super Agent, it gains 1000 attack, and if it destroys a monster by battle, you can banish both the opponent opponent's destroyed monster and one other card your opponent controls. So it kind of turns it into Spyral Sleeper, which is kind of sick. It also has the ability to get a super agent back from the graveyard when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard. So that's kind of sick. Again, seldomly used, but it's kind of funny. The mission cards also have their own effects. Mission Assault is a continuous spell that every time a Spyral monster, I believe, either destroys a monster by battle, or if a Spyral effect were to like destroy a card on the field, you get to draw a card. It gets destroyed during your third end phase, but honestly, you could technically draw 6 cards over the course of 3 turns with this, which is crazy. This paired with like Sleeper or Agent is actually nuts. Spyral Resort is basically one of the best field spells ever printed because your opponent can't target other Spyral cards you control with card effects, and every turn you get to add a Spyral monster from your deck to your hand, but during the end phase you have to shuffle a monster from your graveyard into the deck or this card gets destroyed, which is very bad, but honestly that doesn't come up too often. We of course have 3 Terraforming to Search, the best field spell ever printed, and then we have Double Twin Twister, a Spiral Gear utility wire. This is a nice card for going first. If you control Agent, target a face-up card your opponent controls, place it on top of the deck. So you get to stack their deck, which is very funny. If you have Drone afterwards, you can like just get rid of it entirely because you could put it like 3rd from the top and then they might shuffle their deck by that point. So there's some cool stuff there. And then Spyral Mission Rescue, each turn you can actually add a Spyral monster from your graveyard to your hand, which is nice because it just allows you to add a lot of pressure because you can just keep bringing stuff back. And so when you see this deck, like a lot of these cards that I've discussed, like on paper, they seem pretty decent. So it's not like too surprising to see this deck doing well prior to the release of the best card the deck has ever had. But when you think of it in the context of Zodiac or all these other decks running around, it just doesn't really have enough going for it. For the extra deck, we have the Sea Monster of Theseus, we have Ancient Fairy, because of course we're playing field spells, then we have Coral Dragon and Nat Beast, we have 3 rank 1s in the form of Dullahan, Recital Starling, and Princess Sprite. These are all essential because Quick Fix, if it's sent to the graveyard after it was resurrected as Xyz material, it doesn't get banished, it actually goes to the graveyard, so you can keep recycling it and abusing it that way. So Princess Sprite, you can just generate more advantage because your deck is 22 spells. And Recital Starling's neat because this deck's not playing DD Crow, but you would be able to search DD Crow, and some decks will play that later as a matter of fact. So you get to get value and you keep your Quick Fix for later. And then the Link monsters, we have Decode Talker, Firewall, Gaia Saber, Double Link Spider, Mrs. Radiant, Proxy Dragon, and Bomber Dragon. Again, they're like fine. There's like not the best links, but in early Link days, you kind of had to work with what you had. For the side deck, of course, we have some Kaijus in the form of Gamma Seal, Jizakuru, and Kumungus, as well as 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, double Ghost Ogre, double Wadapon. I gotta be honest, I do not know why this is in here, but this is hilarious. Raigeki, double Masker Restrict, double Pendulum Hole. If we resolve this against Joseph, I think he's gonna quit the series, and double Royal Decree. So this got top 16 at the YCS, and I'm excited to see how well it performs against what's arguably the best deck of the format at the time. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Well, Joseph, the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is almost here once again. Next episode, I think people are going to understand why that's the case and why a certain deck that took up almost 100% of the top 32 of several events will be quickly hit on the list. Interesting to say the least as we move forward here in the late 2017 era. Just how this format progressed. It was interesting as we were like looking all this up, and it's weird because like we don't recall it being this way. We just remember it was all Spyral.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a blast. But we're gonna table it. We're gonna take a look at it next time. This time you are already playing the busted deck in all of its glory, right?
Yeah, sans one particular card that's sort of the glue that holds the entire deck together. It's fascinating, though, because this deck actually has seen play all the way back on, like, when its initial wave of support was released. People tried playing, like, synchro variants of Spyral, doing stuff with, like, you know, Nat Beasts and stuff, even as early as, like, Zoo format, if you can believe that. Why, I don't know. That's a completely different question. But in any case, maybe we're going to see the potential that this has against, you know, the other tier 1 threat of the format, which you're going to be running back.
Indeed. I'm ready when you are.
Let's shout the Patreon. It is ANW Joe. Thank you for the support. Buddy, you got the hand up.
Yes.
I rolled a 6, the number of cards I'm going to machine duplication every single game.
I threw up a 1 for the number of Link monsters this list is playing.
Boo! I mean, that's good for you compared to how last episode went.
It's
all right, best of luck, buddy.
Infinitely longer increase. Best of luck to you, too. Oh, man, have I not missed this.
Boy, looking at this deck, This hand would be amazing if there was one card released in a set that's not out yet. Anyway.
Very true, very true. All right, real quick, double Iris Magician. I can't activate it the first turn of the duel.
Because what's the stipulation on it again?
It doubles the damage that happens if a battle occurs.
We should probably look this up. I don't remember, actually.
I think I do. It says no. Yeah. I remember this, and it really irritated me at the time. Okay, well, here we go.
I have a similar interaction in my deck, to be fair.
Oh, man. So there is a clear best play, but it has the potential to go very wrong, but I just have to do it.
Oh, please. Please. Please, I need this. I'm in the shirt. Please. I have no Ash. You're good.
Okay, it did not go very wrong. Thank the good Lord above. That ain't beautiful. We're actually missing every single starter. Okay, so we're gonna go Star Pendulum Graph.
Okay.
We're gonna scale Dubs. We are gonna scale White Wing Jump Scare, and we are gonna perform a Pendulum Summon.
Okay.
1, 2.
Not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
Could have been better. We're gonna go Pendy Sork, target White Wing and Double Iris. And we will grab Perform Pal Skullcrabat Joker. And we will actually leave the White Wing Magician because that's the only one we've got. I remember, I don't know if you do, back in the day, a lot of people were playing Guitardle and Lizard Draw to get a draw afterwards. And unfortunately, this is after people stopped doing that.
I see.
So
Would you like to trigger your Star Pendulum Graph?
No. We are going to go Star Pendulum Graph and Astrograph Sorcerer here.
Oh, okay. I see. Even worse.
Let's go Dubs 3, and we will grab Time.
Sure.
Dubs to hand, right? Astrograph to field.
This card is so crazy.
It's just unbelievable. Star Pendulum Graph lets me grab a Magician. What I want to do is grab Harmonizing here, but obviously that doesn't do anything. We're just going to grab Wiz here.
Sure.
We'll scale Wiz. We'll activate Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
We'll scale... Oh, God. Gives you a pretty good idea of how this Desires went. We'll scale Purple Poison.
I see. Okay.
We're going to set one. I feel as if we might as well normal summon the Skullcrabat Joker, and we're going to grab
You have a target?
Yeah, we got...
Oh, yeah, it's any Magician Pendulum. What are you talking about?
We got a Harmonizing.
Yep.
You want to end on Time Star, right? But you'll notice I have 0 Magician monsters on my side of the field. So we are just going to take both of these bad boys and roll up with the old Abyss Dweller.
I think that's not bad.
That's got to go in the EMZ, and back to you.
Okay. It's not unbeatable, that's for sure. Not the greatest draw, but we'll make it work. We'll go draw, standby main.
Hold up.
We're gonna think how we're gonna navigate. Oh,
I don't play around. Gamma. We'll go for the old Abyss Dweller.
That's fine. We're gonna be playing with a bit of hidden information here, so we're gonna try our best. We're gonna start with a Twin Twister.
Oh, why don't you go to hell, dog? Oh no.
We're going to go after the supposed Time Pendulum Graph in your back row. And I think I probably have to go after the Star Pendulum Graph too, just because I feel like you get too much advantage off of it. So we're going to go after those two.
It also lets me reset the top of my deck.
Okay. Step number 1 accomplished. All right, let's see what happens. We do have the Super Agent. This may shock you. I'm going to call Monster.
Maybe next time, buddy.
Well, that basically makes this entire play terrible then. There is something I can do, which is not fantastic. I'm going to normal summon the Super H.
You got it.
Activate Assault.
Okay.
We're going to go Battle. I don't really care about your Dweller, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, it's annoying. I guess it cuts off, like, Rescue. But, like, I kind of am more worried about the fact that you have a Joker. I also kind of like your extra monster zone being clogged. I can't go after the Joker because of fucking Purple Poison.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go after the Dweller.
I'll take, what, 2 here?
Yes, and I'll trigger Assault and draw a card.
Yep.
Okay, that would have been nice if I could have drawn that prior to attacking. That would have been great. We'll go second main, and unfortunately, I think I'm just going to have to play it slow and pass it back. Nothing too crazy.
Well, that Pot of Desires off the top don't look good.
What do you mean?
What
you just have to win this turn, then having 2 cards in deck. What's it matter?
Okay, I'm going to go combat. We'll attack here.
So this is 6 that I'll take?
I'll go damage. purple poison.
Sure.
And then I'll perp to clear the assault.
That is fine.
Let's go 18.
18 here. I believe I know one card in your hand.
Yeah. Or you know two. You know the harmonizing and the pot.
The pot, that was, yeah, because of the draw. That's right. I know you have harmonizing. Just stave off the damage here. I'll take the 18. That's fine.
Sure. Second main. Dubs.
Harmonizing's a fucking 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate rescue.
That's fine.
Agent effect, pop White Wing.
Sure. Fucking pot of desires, am I right?
Yeah. All right. Let's see it.
Oh my god. That's disastrous. You're 1200
I don't know
lower,
what to...
right? From the perp?
From the damage, yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw. Standby main.
Yep.
Okay. Can I just win? Let's start by activating resort. We'll use the effect.
Yep.
What am I thinking? You don't play hand traps. I'm worrying about nothing here. You have to remember that this is not the crazy deck, so I need to... I can't just funnel everything into double helix as much as I would like to. That'll be next episode. We'll be doing plenty of that. We're going to go for good old quick fix.
Yep.
Normal summon quick fix, activate the effect.
Yep.
Quick fix, we're going to grab ourselves a last resort. We're going to link both of these off. This doesn't even really matter here. Let's do this, right? Decode needs effect monsters. Okay. We're just going to go proxy. We're going to go big red, target the quick fix. We'll go quick fix effect, because for some reason this isn't once per turn.
Right.
Oh, this is funny. Let's grab this. We're going to grab Spyral Gear fully armed.
Sure.
We're going to get rid of the quick fix and the proxy. Go for decode here. We're going to try for agent. I'll call monster.
Yes.
Hooray! Cool. I guess I will pop your scale. I don't even know if you have any targets, so sure, why not?
I do not.
And then we will just banish these two for a sleeper.
Oh, you gotta do 3, right?
3 spiral cards. Good thing quick fix is a spiral, or big red is a spiral card. We will equip last resort, and we'll give fully armed to agent because it's funny.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah, you got it.
We'll go sleeper pop, and that's game. Yeah.
So for that last one, I needed the desires to find me any scale, and instead it banished literally every single monster from the deck with the exception of Pendysork. So that was not ideal. You never want that to happen. And here we are.
Well, when you're 20 cards deep in the banished pile, that's going to happen
I don't know. I was kind of
case,
hoping some of them would stick around. All right, we have not learned our lesson. Let's run it back.
You're not as fortuitous with desires as I am, evidently, you know, because apparently with Trickstar and other decks, I just get to keep everything I want, and the exact opposite happens for you.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go Wisdom Eye Magician. That's unbelievable. That's truly shocking. It's okay. Duelist Alliance. We are going to grab Pendysork.
Sure.
Wow. Just nothing to say about it, really. Let's scale dubs.
Do we have a highlight reel moment coming?
Let's pop that Wisdom Eye.
Sure.
I know we got an Oath Dragon in here. I have located the Oath Dragon. Okay, let's get something else, you know? Why don't we get purple poison? That seems good enough.
It worked so well last time.
Yeah, you know. You know what? Actually, fuck it. Let's not get this guy at all. Ooh. Yeah, let's get him. I lied. All right, it's purple poison.
Okay.
Pendulum summon.
Sure. 1,
2, 3, 4. That's right.
We're
doing stuff today. Sork 1, harm 2.
Go for it.
This guy to extra. Let's grab Pendysork, or Skullcrabat Joker rather. And let's grab Star Pendulum Graph. I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
That's so great. Why are you getting Star Pendulum Graph? Good question. That's a good question. Who are we getting from deck here? How about, who cares? Can we use White Wing? Yeah, let's get White Wing.
Sure.
All right, White Wing gets banished. And Pendysork for Omega.
All right.
Omega.
Who are you ripping?
I don't know. What you got? Let's see what we're working with. That one.
Fuck off.
Hey, get on. All right. Star Pendulum Graph. And guess what, asshole? We're doing it again. Harm and Black Fang.
Second Omega.
Or Omega. Yes, we are. Yes, sir.
I can't
indeed.
Raigeki you if you have no monsters.
Star Pendulum Graph. I don't know. Freaking Wisdom Eye, Lois. God, it would be great if we could get Astrograph Sorcerer. That would really be very nice. Let's get Wiz, I think.
Sure.
Oh. Whoa. I'm looking at the names still remaining, and we have a big problem that we are about to experience.
I look forward to it.
That's okay. That's not a problem at all, actually. Let's go for Omega.
All right.
That one.
God, dude.
All
Stop
right.
hitting them.
I don't know. That one's just chilling in your hand, right? What did I get? Wiz? Why'd I do that? Oh, it works. All right. Let's normal Wiz. Overlay here for Time Star Magician.
You can actually make Time Star now. Yep.
Maybe we should make Abyss Dweller anyway. Nah, I'm just going to try it. We'll go Time Star Magician here.
Sure.
We'll detach, I guess, Purple Poison. We will grab, I don't know. Let's grab Harmonizing. All right, go ahead.
All right. That Omega was a Omega pain in the ass, so I don't know exactly how we're going to recover from that. We'll try our best, though. Got to deal with those two idiots coming back on the next turn. Okay, so you get double Omega on your turn, which basically means I'm dead. I'm just going to set one and pass.
Absolutely, sir. Stand by main.
We get our cards back.
Oh, and guess what? I should have left these guys in the grave so I could return my banished cards to the grave. Let's go normal Scully.
Sure.
I will add Black Fang Magician to hand.
Sure.
Battle. Wow.
I'm fucking dead.
Get him.
I'm fucking dead.
Get him.
Those Omegas actually did work.
Yeah,
Little
they're
do you
crazy.
realize.
They're crazy.
So, I had a Twin Twister in my hand to pitch that master plan, and then I had Big Red to bring her back, and then, you know, the Raigeki could have done some work, too. So when the two cards you ripped dismantled my entire hand, you know, that's Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. I get to go first, though, so that's at least a plus out of all this.
Yeah. Oh, boy. That's a grip.
This looks pretty damn good to me. No complaints. Standby main. We're going to start with good old Resort. Now, the question is, can we actually get to our good old friend? We're going to try our best. Let's see if this connects first. We'll go Monster. Fuck. Oh, my God. Don't miss this with this deck. Don't miss this. I could have guaranteed it, but it's fine. We'll just go normal Quick Fix effect.
Yes.
With our good old pal Quick Fix. Actually, let's see. We'll go ahead and grab our Big Red. And honestly, that's gonna be it. This Resort is out of here.
Hand
Go
looks
ahead.
real good,
I thought there was a little card called Link Karibo in my extra deck, but guess what? That is also not out yet, evidently.
That set card wouldn't happen to be Twin Twister, would it?
I mean, you'll have to find out. Could be anything.
All right, let me find out right now. Boom.
Yep.
We've been found. We found it out. Okay, let's go Purple Poison Magician. Duelist Alliance. I will grab Wisdom Eye Magician.
Sure.
I will set Star Pendulum Graph. Wisdom Eye Magician.
Wisdom Eye is fine.
Effect.
We will try. I will Ogre Wisdom Eye.
Okay. Star Pendulum Graph. Let's grab... Unfortunately, Denkosek is not a dark spellcaster type monster I control.
Interesting. It's actually like the exact opposite of that.
Let's grab Black Fang Magician.
Sure.
Desires.
Well, this has gone so well for you the last couple
Yeah.
of years.
All right, what are we working with today?
You're good.
You know, I mean, it could have been worse. Not great, but it could have... But the draws, though! Wow! Heinous shit. Legitimately, maybe the worst of all time. That's unbelievable. Scale Black Fang.
I got a maxi here.
Well, I mean, that might work out for me because I don't have too much else to do. quick fix was like normal, right?
It was normal. Yep.
I know you've got a super agent and a...
Yep, you know, big red super agent's the hand. Yeah, keep looking at that extra deck. You know you want to give me cards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What, Denko Sekka's holding the fort?
Okay, we're gonna Ash Blossom the Maxi.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean... All right, PS2.
Sure.
All right. Well, didn't expect that to work. Let's go.
What do you mean? I'm under Denko.
Pendy Sork, for the purple.
Sure.
Let's go grab ourself a Scully.
Okay.
And then we will, perp pop the quick fix.
Sure.
We are gonna make Tornado Dragon.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, sure.
We'll try to pop the back row.
You're doing this because you want to have Tornado Dragon for the big red.
You sniffed me out, buddy.
That's annoying. Well, we're gonna have to hope for a miracle then. I'll chain Twin and just get rid of the big red.
Yep. We'll go Black Fang.
It's Dark Spellcaster.
Oh! Why is it not Magician? Oh, that fucks up my entire line.
That was what I was hoping.
Oh my god. Why is it not Magician? That's so annoying. All right, let's get in.
21, 15. Yep.
We'll set one and pass the turn.
I mean, for what it's worth, I need a miracle of a draw here to be in this game.
I know what it's like playing against you. I understand what it's like. You can just whale the resort right now.
No, I wish it was that good, unfortunately. It's Drone, which is still pretty good.
It's pretty goddamn good, yeah.
We'll use the effect. I just love that there's a macro for this on Dueling Book. This is amazing. Okay. I mean, those are all pretty good. I think we can go 1, 2. You're going to really like the card I'm going to put on top.
Oh, I'm sure.
3. I'm going to reveal the super agent that you know about, and I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna take a guess and say that's a monster.
Yeah.
I'll try to pop this.
It was Time Pendulum Graph, which would be online if we had reborned the Wisdom Eye.
Woohoo! All right. Now the problem is I still don't know if I have any conceivable way to out Tornado Dragon because I have 2 idiots that are just chilling.
You can increase the attack of your super agent with the on-field effect of Drone.
I can, and that's what I was thinking. I was seeing what other extra deck options exist, and this may shock you. There's not many. I think I might have to do that, in all honesty. You still have a card in hand. I know you're drawing into Ash Blossom.
Yup.
Know the card in hand, right? Isn't it Joker?
Skull Crobat Joker, yeah.
It is Joker, which is annoying. I'm just deciding at this point if it's better to kill the Tornado Dragon or kill the Pensork, because Joker, you get another card off Joker, but then you get another rank 4. I just don't remember what other rank 4s they were playing at this time. So, like, part of me is almost inclined to think that it's just better at that point. Fuck it. We'll go Drone Effect.
Yeah.
So my agent is now 2,900. Let's take out the Sork.
I'll take 14. Ugh.
And go ahead.
I drew Ash Blossom, finally.
Who would have thought?
All right, Scully. Don't have too much left. Wisdom Eye, why did you have to be light?
This whole game 3 has been a disaster.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a bumbler. We'll get Black Fang.
Okay.
We'll go Black Fang effect target super agent.
Sure, so it's half its current attack. All right, so I'm down to 1450.
And then we'll go combat.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of all this. So I'm going to take 350 and then 21 from the tornado.
Yeah. Back to you.
We'll draw. That's hilarious. That is so funny. All right, main one.
Yeah.
I swear to fucking God.
Oh, let's go,
This
baby.
is not a monster.
Let's
this
go.
is not, and you shuffled. You shuffled. It's a
did
monster. Oh, thank God.
That's like the worst one it could be.
Okay.
Yup.
Agent, no effect because there's no spells or traps in play. We will go effect of drone.
Yep.
Banish this, and we will banish. It's any card, right? It is. Cool. Banish this big red. And we'll get super agent back to hand.
Yep.
We're going to go effect quick fix. I know you have Ash in hand, actually, so that doesn't even matter.
And you don't have a gear to pitch either.
Oh, you just have to discard any card.
Oh, right. Yeah. What am I thinking?
And get over the fucking... Getting slightly punished for not getting rid of the tornado, but I feel like you'd have just overlaid and made something bigger anyway, and we'd just be in the same position now. We were really scraping by in these early days with this deck, weren't we? This is incredible. We will activate the quick fix. I do want to get this out of you.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll Ash this.
We'll go battle. I'll just take out the Joker.
I'll take one.
Second main, I'll just make Mrs. Radiant.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
We'll pass. I mean...
Hey, well, you know what I drew.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Oh, my God. You fucking fool. What is the attack of my monster?
1700.
To your 19?
I'm at 19.
Oh, my God. That's so annoying.
I don't think this has ever come up for me where the wind draining effect of Mrs. Radiant has ever been relevant.
I can get him to crash, but I can't get him to kill. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass here.
Okay. We'll draw. That is the worst fucking draw. That is literally the worst fucking draw in my deck. That's insane. I guess I have to go battle.
Yeah.
I'll take this out.
What do I take here? Two?
Two.
Yeah.
We'll go second main. I'll just pass. Go.
Stand by main. White Wing.
Yeah, you just need 2 cards to play, so there we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Pendy Sork. Dude, tell me we have a fucking target for this.
Please
oh my God. Oh, yeah, guess where they all are. They are literally all in here. This is unbelievable. I've never had Desires go this poorly. Oh, man.
This is a game 3 for the ages, that's for sure.
It's something. It is something, I'll say that.
Oh my God. All right, here's the play. You wall up with purple poison because it's 2100 defense.
It is 2100 defense. I can't argue with that. I don't want to give you back the fucking guy, though. God, it would be lethal if I just had another skull. Oh, man, this is agony. Yeah, I gotta make perp here.
Yeah. All right. Unlike last turn, I have a lot of cards that make this hand live, and that is not one of them. Fuck.
This has got to be our worst episode ever.
This has to be the worst. Like, not even... It's funny because it started off pretty good, and then now this... I don't know what this game has devolved into. This is a disaster. Okay. The problem is that, God, you have so many draws that just win you this game.
Well, at this point, I'm looking for a 4-star monster.
That's what I'm concerned about. God, Purple Poison's such an annoying card.
He's an asshole, yeah.
Doesn't work. Work. I think I just have to pass and hope that Mrs. Radiant's good enough.
I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh, dog. Oh my God. Did we do it? Is it over? Can we please end this? I gotta do math. You know what? What is she at? 19?
19.
It just has to be enough. I will not. It just has to be enough. Normal Pendy Sork. All right. We'll go to combat here. Oh God, it's not enough, is it? This is.
There's no way this is enough.
This is how much?
What are you, crashing perp and attacking with Pensork?
That's 15. Or I could go Pensork in. That's what, like 300 and then 15. That's not enough. Yeah.
Well, harmonizing's also boosting your dudes.
Yeah, I'm counting that. Okay, well, we do have an oh shit button.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You look at you sandbagging.
Attempt to go to battle.
Oh my God. Oh, do I have enough? Do I have enough?
Yeah,
Mr. 5K Utopia the Lightning. It's fine.
That was the worst game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've ever played. I feel like I played it obviously quite badly, but like for some reason, every single Desires banished like critical combo pieces and drew me into like Ash and like an off like time pendulum graph. It was ridiculous. Oh my God, that was terrible.
I fumbled the beginning because I figured, okay, I just resort and then I can just make Link Karibo, get back the quick fix. Oops, guess what? Link Karibo's not out yet, so you can't do that. I forgot Link Karibo released, like, I think the same weekend or, like, the week before Circuit Break. Because now it's all coming back to me. I think Link Karibos were, like, $30 or $40 a copy because you needed it to play the Spyral deck. which is wild for a Jump promo on release in 2017, by the way. So the draws were 1-for-1, which does nothing without a monster. And then, of course, I don't draw a monster. I draw Instant Fusion for the best monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! But this doesn't fucking do anything. So, yeah, I was just sitting here. I could have made a Link 3, but then that just still loses to Purple Poison because Purple Poison's a fucking asshole and just takes whatever else it wants down with it. So, like, arguably, I could have gone, like, make Decode attack, and then you don't have a monster to overlay, but then I'm a sitting duck to anything that you summon, so that just seemed like a terrible idea. So I just hope Mrs. Radiant would be enough. If that dies, I get back Agent, and then we're kind of, like, in it at that point. But yeah, this was a mess. This was a mess. I'm sure the fans enjoyed it.
Oh,
I'm sure the fans enjoyed it.
I don't think they did.
They're going to enjoy it next week when it's the Spyral full power mirror match that made everyone quit the game at this time.
That's true.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout out to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, Phoenix the Immortal, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Little Fadeleaf, Jordan Coons, Cody Bretts, Dylan Hunter, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Dalton, Flannel Daddy, Thanks for the Sleeves Dad, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Cheeks McLapperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT, Cancel by Community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon, Corvain, Uncle Brian of Stardust, and Candyman. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.